in there. Reece Shaw has gone forward for the Swans. I think it's easier to pick up a player who runs forward like Chris Judd from the back of the square instead of the forward of the square. So they might have to look at that readjustment there on that matchup.
Chance for Carlton here from the boundary throw-in. Cloak came in. Grigg over the top, started on the bench. He's over the ball, but he gets the benefit of the doubt. We'll have another ball up.
Just wrapped him up, that was fine. Thank you.
The massive players around the ball here.
Give us room,
and this is a win. It's a loss when Sydney are able to sweep the ball straight out, but just to have a few stoppages and work and setting up a set play from this situation is good for Carlton.
Grundy take it over the line, another boundary throw-in. Have a look at the other end of the ground, gentlemen. It's very barren.
That's just a picture of the modern game, isn't it? The ability for both teams to push right up the ground and push back with the fitness levels and the disciplines.
Betts towards Murphy, wider to Simpson. Can he get on his left boot? He goes back. Johnson caught on the boundary line. Not a good kick out of the bounds, and chance for Sydney to get it.
They just force you wider and wider. The SCG's a wide ground, but not that wide. The pressure there is fairly good. I don't mind this stop play, as Alistair said. Just slow it down. Now they're out a bit here in the wing.
And Meredith's got some real space there. We saw it last week. He's got a long kick at him. In fact, too long here because Thornton's marked for Sydney.
Yeah, just the wrong kick there. Well, Adam Goods had ducked back inside and towards goal, so just the wrong option.
Thornton. The switch of play from Carlton through Grigg to Russell.
And this can be a trap. Sure, as you said, as SCG, here's a wide ground. You can get caught out deep on the wings, and it's a long way home from out wide. At times you look for that space. It's an easy possession, but it's just counterproductive to what you're trying to do.
The double switch went back to Thornton. His kick was a little lazy to Betts, and here's a chance for Sydney. Richards runs into some space. Bauer trails him. Richards hooks it back, misses everything. Disappointing finish.
Well, that was a defender trying to do something miraculous, but I think we just saw it there. You are right about the space. The one thing about it, you get the ball in the corridor, anywhere within the square, it is one kick to 20 metres out from goal for your team. So you just got to try and straighten up. I think players get caught up with wanting to get cheap possessions, and that's the issue here at the SCG.
That's the thing. In the centre corridor, it's congested, and you feel a lead wide is going to get you a mark, get your possession, but just take it out of the corridor. It makes it very difficult to score.
Wait. Bullet-like pass onto the chest of Robinson, who started on the bench as well. So back to Wait. Hadley provides a lead for him, and he kicked into space. Hadley can run onto it. Gee. Put his teammate under pressure. Joseph nowhere to go there. Here's Jack. Give on the up likewise. Put McVeigh under pressure. It's pretty congested in the middle at the moment. What can Sydney do here? Ablett. Quick give. McVeigh's got nowhere to go. Hadley, he's a good tackler. Matner goes in hard.
In the back.
It's against Grundy. It'll be Robinson.
Well, I said the Blues had to stand up and show where they can do all the congested stuff, but they can do the tough stuff too. That was great play by both sides.
Young man in his fourth game made a very good debut in round one. Favola his target. Carlton with some numbers here. He's dragged it in all hand, and he's gone.
And we saw there clearly just the action of dragging the ball in. As soon as the umpires see that, it's they're red hot to see this first action here. Dragged it in, and was always going to be in trouble.
Sometimes you just can't help instinct, though, can you? You just want to get the footy. Sydney go forward. Nice ball from Johnson. Here's a go here. Carlton. Joseph releases Stevens. Does he get the shepherd he wants? Not quite. Measures the pass. Favola again.
Can't stop that.
He's been on the lead a few times now, Favola.
The only positive there for Craig Bolton and the Swans is that Brendan Favola is having to push up around the 50 and 60 metre mark to get his possessions early. And that tends to happen to Craig Bolton's opponents because he puts enormous amount of pressure on. We'll just see the double lead, and Fev's going to have a shot from just outside the 50. We know he can kick the journey.
He's had one shot already. He's had 3 marks on the lead. His first one was off target. It went left. He reacts accordingly. Gets it straight. Gets the distance. That's the Fev we know.
Geez, that's a good kick, isn't it? From that sort of position on the ground, from that distance. But exactly what Carlton needed. Been a lot of intensity and pressure through the centre corridor, and they just have been racking up disposal, and they're well and truly in front as far as the disposal count is, 60-32 in favour of the Blues. They had to get some reward on the scoreboard, and that man, Brendan Favola, after his worst return with 7 behinds last week, was able to shoot one from 55.
So Carlton hit the front. Favola with 1-1 out of their 1-3. Almost halfway through this first term. White in the ruck now for Sydney. Cruiser. Hadley untidy with the handball, missed his target in Simpson. Joseph to help out. And again, Waite provides an option. Jared Waite.
This is the 3 bigs with Waite, Cloak and Favola up in the forward 50 at the one stage. Waite pushing further up the field though.
And Cruiser's gone forward, and he's the target here. Just over his head. He was in some space there for a minute. Favola.
Oh, tried it. Well done.
Yeah.
The idea was right, just didn't come off at the end.
Bolton forced to chip it high. Barlow's got to go hard here. And a good effort from Gibbs. Wins the boundary throw in for Carlton.
Well, Matty, you just mentioned Gibbs. Adam Goods has gone to full forward, and Bauer's gone there. Here's Favola. Smart. He's already bet, just didn't come off, but well done. And that means that now they've released Gibbs. I reckon that's great play by Brett Bratton.
Rowan on the boundary.
With that last kick, you could see Carlton really bombed it in to get a little bit longer. It's 20-3 short kicks at the moment, so Lynchy just said that they were over-possessing the ball, but they were just kicking the ball too short.
Favola wants the free kick. Not coming. Houlihan, inventive, bouncing, rolling, go through. Yes!
It's come back as well.
Oh, it went through long enough. It's an absolute beauty.
Oh, the Houlihans, they've got an enormous amount of talent, and that's a fantastic. I don't think he flushed it exactly how he would have liked to see the contest, Brendan Favola, but just gets it on the left slipper.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he's only just hit the edge of it, and that's beautifully done. And modern AFL footballers, they practice that at training, spend hours at the end of training just kicking those little rangers along the ground.
Well, in golf terms, a little putt just goes in.
Just goes in.
Well, I've never seen a short putt go in, but that was a goal because it got across the line. But he's a smart player, Ryan Houlihan. Tell you what, the Blues, I think they should be a couple more goals up. They have dominated this first quarter. Can the Swans just hang in there for the end of this quarter?
Certainly dominated disposal, 68-35, but it was a wonderful finish from Houlihan.
They don't look like scoring, the Swans. They've got to get a set up. Maybe even bring Adam Goods up to centre half forward because no one looks like marking the ball down there.
Johnson wants Robinson, and he wants a free kick. Umpire obliges. Jard measures the pass beautifully off the left. Wiggins into the pocket. Favola. Mark just in time. Umpire in perfect position, and Fev has gone into the crowd.
Well, that's not his best view, but...
Exactly, Shorey.
This is what Brendan Favola is, a showman, and I love it. No, he couldn't pull up here anyway, but have a look at this.
And have a look at the camera work there. You can't get any closer than that.
The boys have killed him. Well done.
Now, he's just the sort of player to kick this goal, though.
He didn't want to get any closer than it, Matty.
His first one from this side of the ground certainly did go right to left. I think his natural shape's more the left to right.
We've just seen Houlihan kick an absolute beauty from this pocket. Favola shapes it around the corner and hits the post. But Carlton look fantastic at the moment at the SCG.
Yeah, they're getting the reward for effort. 10-3 inside 50s.
Blatant free kick from Waite on Bolton. And it's 6 scoring shots to 1, and we must remember that one was from a 50-metre penalty against Favola.
Well, in effect, it was 2 50-metre penalties in effect, wasn't it? It was the
first from the
kick out and then the abusive language.
So they've got to start getting something happening.
Well, a lot of pressure on the likes of Ryan O'Keefe. Hadn't touched the ball so far in this game and has had a pretty quiet month. And he's one of the class acts in the forward half for the Sydney Swans. They just really need him to get involved.
This is the one. Jolly, I think, is the one who, when he rests, he cannot go off the ground. Just put him in the goal square and try and straighten them up. Bring Adam Goods up the ground.
You just got to say to Jesse White, you're going to have to ruck more than we expected today. We've got to get Jolly as a target up forward.
High risk.
Big risk. He wanted Matner.
Have a shot here.
Fev's the only player on that side of the ground. He waits for support. Handball out wide.
Armfield's on.
He's run hard, Armfield. Houlihan finds him inside 50. Good running.
Ready.